Hey YouTube, so it's been a while, I ain't gonna lie, we back. Just wanted to do a little update how these past couple months been, especially being new parents and still being new parents. But yeah, just giving a little life update and not gonna lie, so far it definitely every day's been like
A new journey.
just a new like a new step, and it's just been like a new challenge every day. But I'll definitely bring it all the way to when we were at the hospital, and definitely how that was. I don't know. Do you want to start it with that? Like how that felt?
I think last time we talked, it was more about like the challenges that we think that we would face, and then now we've kind of lived through not the entire parenthood, but in like those first 6 months. I'm already getting fucking emotional. It's weird because like that's one of the biggest changes for me is like just like the immense amount of like love and joy that I feel like about Violet and like our family and everything. Like it's kind of insane. Last time I was on camera I was like super like hormonal and bitchy. But now I feel like it's definitely still like hormonal a little bit, but less bitchy. But yeah, I mean, with like bringing her into the world and everything, that entire journey was kind of really intense, and it was just a lot less scary than I thought it would be. I know a lot of women are kind of like freaked out about giving birth and things like that, and like rightfully so, because like people die, and it's kind of scary and stuff. But
not to scare anyone.
No, yeah, not to scare
anyone.
but to like give information. But I feel like my experience was like super good. My nurses were great. I brought little gift baskets and made sure that they were fed so that they didn't kill me. And coffee and stuff like that.
Even though they might have thought we was probably trying to kill them, because they was too. I thought they was used to the Southern hospitality out here in Texas, and they was so like, oh, is that for us? Is like
they were scared.
Yeah, they was just scared to grab any little thing that was in the basket. But yeah, I would say definitely from just that whole hospital, and then seeing her obviously when they put the medication and everything, and it started heating up in her system, and she started feeling what she feeling, and obviously I can't feel that, but obviously I'm there, and then sleeping there also overnight in the hospital. Like their couch is not good, but
all right, I pushed out a baby.
Yeah, their couch is not good, but
all the guys complain about the couches, like I didn't just rip myself wide open.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, I feel like just like obviously seeing our daughter like being born, and seeing it being pushed out of her. That was just like the most, I think, beautiful thing I could ever experience and witness in my life. And yeah, I mean, it's just been a everyday roller coaster. Just going with the ups and downs of just this parenthood journey that we're on.
It's been a lot. It's been so great, and also it's been really tough. But the toughness definitely doesn't like amount to how much like joy and stuff, and just being able to watch her like everyone's like, oh my gosh, like wait until she's actually here and you can't sleep and you're waking up all night. Like, okay, cool, but I'm holding a cute little baby, so like I'm not really mad. Like she is actually up and ready to join the party right now, so I might go and grab her. But it's been great. I think that the birth in general was good. We brought her in, and we didn't really have any family down here, so it was just George and I, and we recorded things and FaceTimed and all that stuff, and then you can tell them a little bit on your part. I'll go grab her.
I mean, pretty much just from like bringing her home, and then that transition just from her actually like sleeping right near us in our in our room in her bassinet, and waking up early, feed her, change her. Definitely gonna need a lot of diapers. Babies run through these like you know, they run like through these very fast. But yeah, definitely just like going from the transition from bringing her from the hospital and home, and then look here she is right now. You know, she didn't want to get her little midday nap.
She wanted to come to the party.
You know,
she's
How
like,
you
what is
doing,
happening?
Violet? How you doing?
But yeah, just the transition from, you know, her coming home and us adjusting, obviously, you know, with sleep schedules, and then yeah, just learning how to really change her. And well, for me personally, I'm pretty sure she knew how to like change babies and stuff. I was asking the nurses before I left, like, how do I do this?
I learned
you know,
a lot of different.
Yeah, I was asking the
techniques,
nurses
for sure.
really a lot, like pretty much just how do I burp my girl, you know, burp my baby girl, you know, like everything that I could, you know, ask, just for being just a new parent in general and being, you know, a new father. But it's definitely, I feel like, you know, I could say it's definitely a blessing, you know, and I could say that it's definitely something that you just can't like express, like words can't really express like really emotions, because it's just you know, all that love is just boiled up now. And
really
you know,
can.
yeah.
And I think that, I mean, we went from watching her just sleeping like 23 hours a day and doing really a lot of nothing to learning how to roll over and grab toys.
And soon to crawling.
She's been doing push-ups, which you can see in the
Yeah,
shorts.
I know you see the shorts though. She's
But she's there and she's trying solids now. And I remember the first few weeks being so frustrated with breastfeeding and freaking out and like not really knowing what I was gonna do. And now it's like all of that is kind of obsolete. Like she's here, she's fed, she's happy. She's very confused with what's happening right now. She's like, why are we talking to a camera?
Yeah.
But
she's definitely like, there's no one at this table. We're just
she probably
we're just looking at a light and a camera.
Yeah. But you know, she's honestly like
but
the
she's
calmest
a chill baby.
Yeah, she's like the
She's
calmest baby ever. She only gets frustrated when she's hungry. She has this little cute cry. And other than that, she's just chilling all day.
Even with like when we got our pediatrician for her, and like going to appointments and seeing like how even like she acts when like, you know, the nurses are touching her there and, you know, like giving her shots or like taking out blood, like she doesn't really cry too much. Or it might be like she might get a little fussy and then she might just, you know, like shake it off like, nah, I'm strong like my dad, you know. but
she got that East Coast blood in her.
But yeah,
little Baltimore, little New York, you know?
But definitely I would say it's not like these past months, I would say it's not like it's been like, I'm not saying like we're giving you all this good stuff to be like, oh yeah, it's easy, because it's definitely not easy, but I don't think it's hard either. As long as like, you know, you have like the, you know, that right partnership, and you know, y'all definitely know how to organize things and work together, you know, to make sure that, you know, y'all raising the young kings and young queens out here, right? But yeah, I would say it's pretty much like every day it's like definitely it's like a joy just to see her, like she's just getting more curious, you know, scratching things more, feeling up on, you know, stuff, her toys, and just like wondering like, oh, what is this, like, you know?
And our newest development, she is teething.
Oh yeah, and
she's got a tooth coming
yeah,
in.
her teeth is now coming out from the bottom, about to come out from the bottom, so yeah, so that's exciting too.
That's definitely gonna probably bring some challenges with her getting a little bit more fussy because of feeding, but honestly, she's been so great. Who knows, maybe she'll do really well with it. But,
and now our cat wants to be here.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. But yeah, I would just say, cause like just like how she said pretty much, yeah, we don't have no family here. You know, this is just all off just us, you know, off the straight, our muscle, you know, our love, like it's pretty much all for us. Obviously we have support. I'm not saying like we don't have support from family members or friends, but I'm saying like it's different when you live like hours away, like both, like her family is in Baltimore, my family's in New York. Like we can't just be like, oh grandma, I'm gonna drop, you know, Violet down to you, you know, can you watch it for the day? You know, we can't do that. It's either like daycare or we gotta figure it out, work it with our schedule to really really like watch her and be there for her, you know, just to make sure that she's all right and she's growing right.
Yeah, I'd say that that's definitely one of the biggest struggles. I think for me, like, I didn't really, not that I didn't value family, but I was just like, oh, like I can always catch a flight. Like it's not a big deal that I'm like literally 24 hours away from my closest family member. But I think that with her now, I'm like, wow, she's missing out on those interactions. She can't grow up with cousins. She can't do that. So now it's kind of pushing me to be like, do I want to move closer to home? Pushing us to, do you want to move closer to home? Things like that. Because I mean, beforehand, I always thought that I would stay here, and I mean, there's a part of me that wants to stay in Texas, but I don't know where life will take us and what decisions we'll make. Maybe we'll convince the whole damn family to move down here.
I mean, we definitely do try. You know, ever since even the baby shower, we definitely try to convince family to come over here. But I mean, besides that, I ain't trying to get off track because, you know, it's about really just all about her and how these months been. But I would say, yeah, it's just been just every day, like especially like now, like she's been at least, I'll say, like going on maybe like 2 months, like already like sleeping in her own room, in her own crib. So like even that, you know, like even that little separation, I'm pretty sure, like especially for her, like I'm not like, don't get me wrong, like I'm an emotional person too, but I don't really show it too much. Like more like on a laid back, chill, you know, vibe. But definitely like even like transitioning her from her bassinet, sleeping literally right next to us in the room next to our bed, now to her own bed. You know, that transition to, you know, it worked this way. Like I wouldn't say like easy, but it was smooth enough that she, you know, doesn't wake up like just fussy and, you know, like, you know, crazy in the night or nothing.
Yeah, I think that we never like sleep trained her like on purpose or anything, but I think that we just developed good sleeping habits, or maybe we're just lucky. Who knows? I'm not super mom. We haven't figured it out, but this is just what's working for her specifically. But if we have another or more and all that stuff, it might be different. But yeah, she sleeps pretty well. She wakes up once, usually between 2 and 4 a.m., and then she's out like a light until 7.
Say hi.
I'm like a light until 7. And she still got her sleep sack on because Mama didn't take it off. She ate some avocado earlier. She is just having the time of her life. And Mama and Papa are off of work today. So we're just having a little family day.
So we just wanted to give, you know, a raw, no edit vid, you know. Just
and you'll be seeing a lot more of us, for sure.
Just on, like, pretty much just how our experience is, you know, through these past couple months. And I'm just going to say, like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's going to probably get, you know, more harder and more easier down the road too, you know, as she can, you know, do more things for herself. Obviously when babies are this young, they really can't do much for you, so, you know, you're stuck cleaning all them poopy diapers, all them pissy diapers, you know. Definitely she holding some weight now, you know, with her pounds, you know, carrying her.
We don't even need the gym.
We're basically, you know, like the arms is getting buff just from carrying her and rocking her, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's just like a beautiful, wonderful thing, and I mean, definitely nothing that you could ever like take for granted. And you know, it's just a blessing that, you know, God brought her, you know, in our life. Especially, I'm not gonna say like that, like we was like on a planned mission, you know, like, oh, we wanted a kid at this certain time. Like, nah, it wasn't like no planned thing, but obviously we already been together for so long, so it was a natural thing as well. So it wasn't like a, you know, no offense to like, I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say, but
I think that and then I'd always struggled with like fertility and stuff, so the fact that this even happened was just kind of a miracle. And I'm just so excited to see how she grows, and she's a little girl, so that's like the best thing ever.
So definitely gotta be even 10 times more overprotected on our little girls in this world. I know y'all feel that. I know that.
Every time I hear something about babies, it's now hitting me in a new place because now I have a little one. So and I have this rambunctious cat too, just running around in the background.
But yeah. I mean, yeah, we just wanted to like talk about it, and I feel like it's also like sometimes good to just like vent and let it all out. You know, sometimes we have like too much of our thoughts in our head, and you know, and just everything that we doing in life, and you don't ever get like a little like just like sense of peace to like just kind of like let it all loose.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why like I'm gonna start like doing more videos like this, and it's born becoming like kind of like a family channel and just like a full life channel, I would say, overall.
Raw, unedited,
yeah,
unscripted.
Yeah, I'm not editing nothing.
Yes.
If y'all want to edit for the low ski, y'all can hit me up. You know, I got the Instagram in there. You know, y'all can hit me up for the low ski. But right now, you know, if we ain't, you know, I ain't editing right now. But
don't really have time.
Yeah, don't got time because you know we gonna be
Hands
cleaning
full.
too much diapers and dealing with too much stuff. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, these last couple months right now, just really, she's just in the stage of now she's about to start crawling. She's, you know, her teeth is coming in, so I'm pretty sure soon she's gonna have, you know, a couple teeth in there. And just like, I think just last month we just started with like giving her like baby food and, you know, baby oatmeal, and now giving her like fruits and vegetables to try, besides just the formula. But that's pretty much how the months been coming. Cause I would say like the first first 3 to 4 months like it's like all formula.
Yeah, first 6 months. Like, we didn't start until 6 months, and I'd say the first 4 months of a baby's life in general are like, not to sound rude, they're kind of boring. Like, she can't really do anything.
Yeah, not to say like they boring. Obviously,
but
you know
they
do
repetitive.
little like cool things and stuff like, and out of random too. But it's just the fact that obviously you can't like, and I'm not saying like I'm trying to rush the process or nothing. Obviously, I enjoy the process. Like I know eventually when she could walk and she could, you know, talk, or like the first time she says like dada or she says mama, I know that's gonna be like cool as fuck, you know. But I'm not saying that you know, to rush that or nothing. I'm just saying like sometimes, you know, you're seeing like constant the repetitive, like she'll roll over, she's trying to learn how to roll back over.
That's a process. And we'll keep you updated on that one.
So yeah, it's just like a repetition thing, and just watching her grow day by day, and just really being there for her. But yeah, that's just pretty much like how these past 6 months been. I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded pretty much anything, but trying to get back on the, you know, consistency and grind, because I definitely want to, you know, have a place where I can just like express myself. And I feel like with this platform, I just feel like it's way easier to kind of like have just kind of like all your memories, you know, and to be able to share with people that, you know, are experiencing the same things, or, you know, that can relate to your you know, your scenario, you know, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you know, new parents out there, even, you know, even if you're not a new parent, and you've dealt with similar things, but yeah, it's definitely just a lot of love for this one. A lot of love. A lot of love. A lot of love.
She loves her papa.
A lot of love. You want to show them how you shit?
Well, she's got the sleep sack on, so she might
not be able to. She probably not be able to sit on here, but yeah.
Speaking of diaper changes, she probably needs one. So
yeah, she probably needs one.
Wrap this up.
But definitely it was just something we wanted to just like, you know, talk about, just update, even just for ourselves, to look at our updates on it. Not necessarily like really trying to like impress anyone with this or nothing. It's just more like for us and like really for our memories. And if y'all do, you know, enjoy stuff like this, I really appreciate if y'all do sub. You know, y'all don't have to, you know, I ain't forcing nobody. I ain't trying to hear, like I said, I ain't trying to hear to impress anybody. But if y'all do enjoy this type of content, we're gonna keep, you know, dropping more vids like this.
And you can watch little Violet grow up and watch us grow as parents.
Yeah, and you can just watch our journey. You could even give us, you know, for any parents that come across this video, could give us any tips, advice, you know, what to do and what not to do. You know, really appreciate that too. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all. I mean, that's pretty much all for my part that I can say how these months, you know, been for me. I know it's kind of been like, it's been like a lot of rambling, and it's like, but that's how you could tell that we're not doing this off like no script or nothing. Like, this is just straight off of like, we're literally just talking to you as like if you're just a friend, you know. But yeah, I mean, if wifey got anything else to say, I think, you know, about to enjoy the rest of the day with Miss Violet.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I mean, you'll just be seeing a lot more of us, and we're excited for you to follow along with our journey if you do, and if not, then this is just kind of like a diary of memories.
Yeah.
And maybe one day Violet will look back whenever she
Yeah.
has her own kid and look and see how we did.
And
so.
she'll definitely, you know, like, regardless, like, not to like preach like obviously like the life or death thing, you know, but like obviously we all got a due date, and you know, I just feel like I feel like this will be kind of like me leaving something as well for her to see, especially like, I feel like if my parents would have recorded like me as a baby all the way
That'd
to
be
like
so
like
cool.
an adult, and like I feel like I would have seen like my life and see like how I developed and everything, and I feel like that's just fire as fuck. Like, and not and like, I'm not saying like it gotta be on media, but you know, nowadays we in a technology world, so what can't you do and what can't you post, like, you know.
In this way, it's not just for us; it's for everyone.
Yeah,
right?
and I mean, and that's how we all learn anyways in this world. We all learn from each other. We all pick up things from each other. So yeah, but yeah, that's all we got for ya. But definitely, you know, we'll be dropping some more. You know, definitely be on the lookout for them shorts. I definitely we'll probably start like using Twitch more for like the streaming, like maybe like some cooking streams, or maybe like a cookout stream or something. But yeah, we just wanted to give a little update. Yeah, we appreciate anyone that comes across this video. Definitely like, comment, you know, sub. You know, we appreciate all of that. Dislike, shit, I don't care. You know, anything, whatever. All of it, you know, the hate and love appreciated. So, but yeah, I hope y'all have, you know, a beautiful day, you know, a beautiful week. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. But we out.
Bye.
Peace. Bye.